So if you guys are following along, not all of the TNR cats are as antisocial as Mink. Ooh, this right here is a lovely long-haired cat. He is on the smaller side, but he is quite docile. You'll notice that he is not trying to bite me, and so far he's only clawed me doing biscuits. But as with any barn cat, he is not given as much care as would a house cat, so he has actually quite a few mats on him. And before he goes in to see the vet to get his neuter, I am going to demat him. I have been using this Malice Pre pet groomer, and it actually does a better job than the smaller dematter that I have on longer haired cats. So we're gonna see if we can maybe get some of these mats off of him before he goes in for his surgery. Yeah. Oh, such a sweet boy. Such a sweet boy. Yeah. Now, I'm mostly working on getting him comfortable because he's had quite a little ride to get to where I have him and his mommy. His mommy is outside. She is so sweet. But look just how tiny this cat is. I mean, he can't be more than maybe 8 pounds soaking wet. Oh, what a good boy. Yeah, I'll be lucky if the vet techs let me leave with him and you don't go home with one of the girls, huh? Such a sweet boy. But he is doing so great. And honestly, this is how I try and have all of the TNR cats that I send into the vet's office. If I can tame them down before I send them off to the vets, I just feel like they have a better quality of life. You know, it's possible they could get adopted. And it's also nice to not get bitten most of the time when you do this. But luckily, I have all 10 fingers. So, oh, what a sweet boy. Are you going to relax so that I can brush you? Are you going to relax? I know you like pets, but what about a brush? You've probably never been brushed before. Oh, that feels weird, huh? That feels weird, but we've already got one out. Yeah, we've already got one out. Being pet is nice. What about a brush? No, no, no. You cannot escape. You have to stay right here. Yeah, you have to stay right here. Oh, you're such a good boy. Yeah. I love a good tame barn cat. Yeah. And I mean, look at him. You know, I have heard that black cats actually have a better immune system than other colored cats. I wonder if that is a trait that's linked to their hyperpigmentation. Yes, this is a brush. This is a brush, baby kitty. Oh. Now it does pull a bit, so I try to kind of hold on their skin where they've got the mat so it doesn't tug their skin, because that can be kind of painful. Oh, you're going to be so pretty. You're going to be so pretty. Yeah. He's gotten 2 cans of wet food when he usually gets dry food, and so he is having a good time. See, the TNR lady is nice when she abducts you. Your brother got salmon when I kidnapped him, and your mama got, I think it was tuna and gravy, and I think you got chicken and gravy, maybe. But you've been such a good boy, not biting. Such a good boy. He's so soft, you guys. He's so soft. And I bet you when he's all nice and brushed, he'll puff out really nicely and look, I mean, this could be a show cat. He's a little skinny right now, but put maybe, let's see, put like maybe 1.5 pounds on him, because he's quite small. Maybe another 1.5 pounds on you, and you would just be a gorgeous little guy. Wouldn't you? Yeah. You guys wouldn't believe that earlier it took me 15 minutes to catch this cat, would you? But now that you're fed, you're quite nice. Yeah, you just weren't sure what my intentions were. You just weren't sure. He has beautiful green eyes. His mother is a lovely gray, and she has the most beautiful eyes. But she has a short coat, so his daddy must have either had, oh, sorry. Honey, if you'd sit still, it would make this, yeah. You sit still and I'll give you a brush, and then I'll get all those nasty mats off of you. Yeah, I'll get all bits off of you. Yeah, too bad I don't have catnip. It makes it much easier to keep them in one spot. No, no. He's also quite timid, so he would like to hide. No, no, you don't need to hide. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. In the future, if I did this more regularly, I used to have a shed that I would do this in, and it was much easier to control them because I could give them little treats and then give them breaks and they could wander around, but I do not have my TNR shed. Yeah. A nice little shed where kitty cats can go and lay on a heaty pad and be pestered and pampered. Yeah. Occasionally the chickens go in there and cause mischief and havoc, but ultimately have a good time. Yeah. I should show you guys the other day I found over a dozen eggs that the chicken had laid in the barn on top of the concrete. And we're planning on doing a concrete pad to replace one of the, hold still, to replace one of the entry walkways to one of the houses up here. And so we've got quite a bit of concrete for when the weather is more suitable for concrete work. And oh, hold on, there's one right here we could get. There's one right here we could get. And you just gotta, oh yeah, watch your little nose. Oh, oh, you silly boy. Oh, here's another one. You guys can't see this because he's got such a dark coat, but he is, ooh. Yeah, I'll try and go slow. I don't want to cut his hair if I don't have to, although you're going to have a cut ear anyway after the TNR neuter, so they cut the top half of the ear on the TNR cats out here with this program so that you can see from a distance that they've been spayed or neutered. A couple of the programs I've used before, they notch their ear, but it's a lot harder to see from far off. I'm also partial to a tummy tattoo, but if they're feral, it's kind of hard to verify that. Hold on, baby. Yeah. Yeah, you're a little bit more relaxed. Is it going to be easier to brush you now? Hopefully he's like the chickens and he'll just take a little nap. Yeah. I was giving my lavender Orpington rooster a pedicure the other day, and he just fell asleep in my arms, and I thought, oh no, I've killed the poor thing. He's just, his poor little heart's given out because of this Dremel, and I jostled him a bit, and he came right back to, just bleary-eyed. Tell you what, those lavender Orpingtons are something else. They're some of the most docile chickens I think I've ever seen. And I mean, the Australorps are pretty easy going, but, oh, hold still, yeah. Yeah, those are gonna be tough to get out, huh? But we've almost got this big one on his shoulder, and I think that'll feel nice when that's gone. Yeah, because he has them, usually with these longer haired cats, these mats will congregate sort of in their armpit, because that's sort of naturally where they'll pick up little bits of debris. Yeah, I love his little ear tufts. They're so cute. Yeah, you just want to be a little ball. Yeah. You are getting hair all over my work pants. Yeah. He's so cute, you guys. Oh, I would love to have a pair of little black kitties. His brother is a sleek-coated black cat, and he was not there, so we left a trap at the farmer's house. So hopefully tomorrow I will go and pick up his brother, and then we'll get to see them reunited. That'll be fun because they're quite fond of each other, these two kitties. I love a good twin cat story. In fact, our own cats are all twins. We have twin orange cats and we have twin calicos. And then from another batch that I fostered, we have a twin pair of gray and white tabbies. Just trying really hard not to pull on his skin. If you've ever gotten a tangle in your own hair, it can be not very, oh, there we go. There's one. And see, they're quite big for how little he is. Ouch. Ouch, biscuits in my toes. Ow, 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 ow. See, that's nice. That's nice. There's another one. Oh, there's another one. Yeah, you can hide in my armpit. The gray and white tabby is pretty partial to also hiding in my armpit. Ooh, there's another one. Yay, you're doing so good. You're doing so good. Yeah. Oh, a little bit of a roll. That's nice. That's nice. A little bit of a roll and some biscuits. Oh, you're being such a good sport. Yeah, these are my favorite types of TNR cats. It's quite rewarding when they go from really hissy and bitey to being like this, but it's fine if they start off like this too. Yeah. Now, his older sister, we actually found a home for either last year or the year before, and she was quite feral when we caught her. She actually bit me on my middle finger, and I had to, so if you've ever been bit by a cat and I suppose don't have health insurance, this is not medical advice. I am not a medical doctor. But I have done TNR work for the better part of probably 15 years now. I know, I started young. But if you have chlorhexidine or iodine, it's good to, when you get a wound like that, to rinse it immediately. And then also, I like to soak the wound in betadine, or not betadine, iodine or chlorhexidine. And usually that's going to be a blue liquid that you can get either, I think, at medical supply or like a feed store. It's pretty common. You're basically just wanting to flush out as much of that bad bacteria in the wound as possible. And then I've also recently become really fond of using silver nitrate. I think that's silver, basically like a gelled silver, and that'll also help with recovery, because it was quite a bad bite. His sister was just about potato size, like a russet potato, so she was quite a bit smaller than him when I'd caught her, because I try and catch the females early so that they don't breed out of control, because I would rather there be few cats getting a lot of attention than a lot of cats getting few attention or not much attention. It just ends up being better for your barn cat population, just like any livestock that you would have, like ducks or chickens or cattle or horses. It's good to have a few that you can keep track of and keep track of well, than to have a whole bunch where you're not really sure what's going on. And that can lead to, I guess it wouldn't be overpopulation, but overabundance of any livestock leads to, in my opinion, mismanagement, if you don't have the proper systems in place. So at one point, one season, we did trapping in Owyhee County, and this poor gal had over 50 cats that we trapped. It took about 3 weeks. Oh, you're getting, oh, yep. Yeah, I know. See, that pinched, huh? I didn't mean for that to pinch, but you're being a very, very gentlemanly good boy. Yeah, you're being a very good boy. Where did it pinch? Do you have a wound under there? Sometimes they can get little abrasions underneath the skin or wounds that these cover, and that can be quite painful to catch. I didn't think I felt anything over here. You want a little break? You can have a little break. You've done quite well. You can't explore, but you can have a break. Yeah. You can have a break. Guys, he's being so good. He's being so good. I wish the weather had, oh, you guys make me so itchy. I wish the weather had held. I am actually growing a small garden of catnip, which makes them a lot more docile to do these little groomings on. Oh, and he has just beautiful bright eyes, nice clean ears, very surprising for a barn cat. And he has, let's see those pretty teeth. Let's see those pretty teeth. Beautiful teeth. You know, circling back to black cats having a better immune system, I can't think of any time where I've seen a black cat with like poor dental health outside of being like an elderly cat. They really do have very nice teeth. Yes. Very nice teeth. He has such bright, beautiful eyes. A lot of TNR cats that come in have kind of weepy eyes where they've gotten into like an irritant, or they just, I don't know, maybe they just have an issue with the pollen in the spring. But I would say more than half of the TNR cats that come in have weepy eyes that need nice warm compresses. But you have a very handsome face. You have a very handsome face and a full tummy, which I think is helping significantly for our relationship here. This is the second time I've held this cat in his entire life. Ah, yes, his older sister. So his older sister was quite feral. She was in a litter. She was the only calico, which made it quite easy to identify that she was a female. I love sex-linked color traits in animals. It makes it so nice to identify what they are from a distance. But it's tricky with little black kitties because you could be either. You could have been a girl and I would have been just as pleased, but I'm very happy that you're a boy. For whatever reason, with male cats, I seem to have better luck with the temperament. Girl cats seem to be kind of fussy. I know that our own cat, Muffin, originally it was Shere Khan. I was so certain that it was a male cat because when we got her, she was quite emaciated. Like skin and bones with like a little bobblehead. So you know that she's at least 5 to 6 weeks, somewhere abouts, because her eyes are open and stuff, but her body just did not match the size of her head because she was so severely malnourished. I honestly didn't think that she was going to survive. And honestly, those are the cats that you sort of know are going to end up being your forever pet. Because she was so badly malnourished that she actually couldn't swallow. So she needed to have a fluid bolus. I think that's the right term. It's been so long since I've had to remember the proper terminology of any of these veterinary. It's been probably a good decade or so. I was actually going to be pre-vet. Yes. But she actually needed a fluid, basically a bubble of fluid under her skin. So you would take saline solution. Again, not medical advice, but this is what I did for that. She was very dehydrated. I did a Turgor test on her, which is you just grab the skin, and if you're properly hydrated or the kitty cat is properly hydrated, it'll just snap back. And boy cats tend to not be as hydrated as girls, so you have the larger water canister in your crate. So hopefully that can stimulate you to drink more, because boy cats are at a higher risk for urological diseases as well. I guess just based on their anatomy. But she needed to have, oh, how much would it have been? Probably about 2 to 5 tablespoons, I would say, probably, of saline under her body. And it kind of just made a kitten water balloon, sort of. Because when you get to a certain level of dehydration, you actually can't swallow, which means you can't eat either. And once she absorbed that saline, she had such a voracious appetite that I don't think ever went away, because Muffin is our fattest cat, which is also how she got the name Muffin after we figured out that she was a girl. because once she finally started gaining weight, she started getting more of her secondary sex characteristics, and it became more apparent that she was indeed female. And the moment she hit the weight requirement for a spay, which is a bit more than a male cat, I think females have to be at least 3 pounds, and then the boys, I think it's 2.5, which that ½ pound you wouldn't think is a lot, but it is a lot for a tiny kitty. No. You have to stay over here. You have to stay over here because you are still a wild kitty. Well, feral, not wild. You are still a little feral kitty, and I can't trust you in here. This is not my house. This is not my house. I'm just borrowing it. Yeah. So you can stay here. No, you stay here. Yes. But his sister has a lovely, wonderful home, and she was under the weight requirement to spay for quite a long time because these kitties are so tiny. And she will actually be going in for her spay. Let's see. Probably next month, huh? Yes, because she had an accidental litter, and that is why we spay and neuter before we adopt out cats. That is something that I will be remembering in the future, because I have had really a bad track record with people that I've adopted cats out to, not getting them spayed or neutered in the proper time. But it's easiest to home them when they're little, but probably not for you because you're quite so handsome. Yes, you're very handsome. He looks just like my brother-in-law's cat, except his cat is a bobtail cat. I think that's a Manx. But all of the Manx that I've encountered in the past have polydactylism, so they have a 6th toe. But he does not have polydactylism to my knowledge. But we love polydactyl cats. They're so cute. They're so cute. You have quite the thumb on you, Mr. Cat. Yeah, you have quite the thumb. But I don't think that's polydactylism. Yes. And I think that, if I recall correctly from my biochem classes, the gene that causes polydactylism is called the sonic hedgehog gene, and it's also a HOX6. Oh, haha, we got another one out. You're being such a good sport. It's a HOX6 abnormality, which causes extra digits or limbs. Oh yeah, you're being so good. Yeah, you're gonna be so pretty. Plus, I think if he doesn't have any mats, it will make it easier for the doctor to maneuver for surgery. Because you never quite know what a mat can be hiding. Oh, I think we have this first quarter just completely clear. Oh, he's so soft. He is so soft. Yes, you're so soft. Oh, such a good kitty. Oh, I love those pretty green eyes. You're so pretty. You want me to get the ones on the other side? Are you about ready for that? Yeah? Are you about ready? Let's see here. Oh, you've got one right there. But we could get that one. That one's not very close to your skin. Right, ready? I really shouldn't be as comfortable being close to his face like this. They can still bite quite hard. But I'm a bit of a risk taker. Yeah, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. And you forget that they're feral cats when they're tame like this, but they are very much still feral cats. He does not know me, and he could at any point decide that he wants to give me a bite, like earlier when that mat pinched him. And oh my gosh, he's purring. Oh, you know, that's pretty sweet that you're comfortable enough to close your eyes around me. That's kind of big. That's kind of big. Gosh, you have the most beautiful green eyes. I wish my eyes were that color. You have the most gorgeous green eyes. You got your mommy's eyes. All right, hold still. Hold still. We've got one right here. All right, now is that... Oh, I see. Yeah. If you would just maybe take a little nap. Yeah. Oh, you have such a pretty tail. Oh, your big fluffy tail. Okay. Maybe I can have you in the... all right, I'm going to scruff you so that you sit still. Yes. Because we don't want you moving. Yeah. I don't want you moving so that I can make sure that I am carefully removing this. Oh, do you want to hold it? Yeah, what's this? Yeah, what's that? Oh, he has the most beautiful little chest of like a puff right here, like a little lion. Yes. You know, this cat's mom is one of my favorite little barn cats, and I'm so pleased that the farmer allowed me to get her fixed, because I think that her quality of life is going to improve so much, not having the stress of these little babies. But gosh, she throws such cute babies. Yes. But there's always a cat that needs a home. And despite my love of kittens, it is important that they all get as much care and attention as they are able. And while kitten season is my favorite, it is good to see kitties getting medical care and being in such good health. Yeah, even though you're a little skinny for my taste. I didn't want to overload him with food, but I already gave him 2 cans of cat food. Not full cans, but the smaller, oh gosh, they're like soda can sized, not the bigger round ones. I think those are 3 ounces. But yeah, you're going to feast like a king while you're here. And then you'll go back. I even have set up, the chickens have, you're so funny. You like the leg hammock? Is that your favorite? Are you gonna let me get your toes? Oh. If I hadn't literally captured this cat on the farm, I would be so convinced this was a house cat. Yeah. Some barn cats just want to be house cats, and I think this is one of them. So if you can be brushed, maybe we can convince that farmer to let you live on the porch. Yeah, you would be a much better porch cat, I think. Yes. Gosh, you guys make me so itchy. Oh, he's letting me touch his little paws, you guys. This is such a night and day difference from Mink, because Mink wouldn't even allow me to be near her. Yeah, that's enough tummy time, he says. Mink wouldn't even allow me to be near her when I was feeding her, let alone just snuggle and pet her like this. It really is a mixed bag. Some of them are super, super nice and cuddly, and they make that known pretty... Oh, easy. Did you hear something and get scared? Yeah. It's a new place, so they're bound to be kind of wary and kind of alert. Yeah, but you've got a good mood about it. Got a pretty good mood. I would love to get this big one right here. He has a lot of... Maybe I can get this littler one that's further down. And it takes such a long time because they are wary. I am a stranger. But it would be lovely to get him fully brushed before he goes in for his neuter. Obviously, that's not always possible, but it would be very nice if that were the case. Yeah. You don't really see a lot of long-haired barn cats. Oh, God, you're such a gorgeous boy. You're so gorgeous. Yeah, you're gorgeous. Oh, you're being such a good sport. Yeah, you're such a good sport. Next, it'll be your mommy's turn. Since she's short-haired and she doesn't have any mats, she'll just get to come in here and be loved. Yeah. She'll just get to come in here and be pet, whereas you are in here for the beauty treatment. All right. Let's see if we can get this one. I know it's quite close to your skin. Yep. I'll just do a little short. Oh, it's almost out. It's almost out. Come here. Oh, you're so close. I know it doesn't feel very good, but it'll feel great when it's out. No. I know you want to hide, but come here. Come here. I know you want to hide. If I could get him to just raise that leg, it would be much easier. That's why it's so difficult when they get these mats in their armpits. And I don't want to restrain him too tightly because then he'll feel like I'm a predator trying to pack him off. And I don't want to... Oh, haha, we got one. See, doesn't that feel nice, sweet boy? Yeah. Let's see if we can get that one. Yep. Now don't reach back and bite me. I'm your friend. Oh, is that his skin? Haha, got another one. He has... Oh. See, and when they pull, I don't know if you guys can see it, when they pull on the skin for a long enough time, they'll actually kind of dread, like human hair would, and it creates little bald spots, these poor things, and that probably doesn't feel very nice. Yeah. But... yeah, you did good. Oh, that's quite a few big ones. We got quite a few big ones off of you, handsome. Yeah. And we've got one more. There's a few smaller ones here. Oh, you have such a big bald spot there. You must have had one come off recently. Oh, you poor guy. Oh. And then got a few on his back legs. Hopefully you don't have any ticks. I don't see any flea signs though. Yeah, I don't see any. Now normally I would also be blacklighting him to see if he has ringworm, but I think I would notice a lot more hair missing off of him if he had ringworm. So it's probably a pretty safe bet that he doesn't have ringworm. Yes. This pile of fur is nearly the size of you, Mr. Kitty. Alright, let's... Oh, good boy. Good boy. Nope. No escaping. Yeah, no escaping. Oh, this side feels so nice. Oh, you've got a couple near your rump. None up by your chest. Do you have any on your tummy? I don't think so. Well, we'll try and get a few more of these at least. See if he will behave for that. Yes, he wants to hide. And then hopefully that will help with his exam. Oh, your tummy is so full. You have such a full tummy, like a baby kitten with a full, like, little belly of milk. Yeah. Well, that explains your great mood, huh? That explains your great mood. Let's get a couple more of these mats off of him, and then I will put him in his crate to kind of settle. Oh, I have a chicken brooder that I've set up for them. Since the chickens don't need it, it's summer now. That's for the winter so that the roosters' combs don't get frostbite. It's kind of like a nice little warm zone so that they can warm up. Yeah, you're quite fluffy, Mr. Kitty. So when they get done with their spay and neuter surgery, it's kind of difficult for them to regulate their body temperature after that. So it is nice for them to be able to be in front of like a nice warm heaty pad. Oh, do you see yourself in there? Yeah, that's you. Yeah, that's you. No. Oh, come back. No, escape. Uh-oh.